Okay. Many people have asked for a requested that I do a how to make videos tutorial, and I guess I'll do it. Um, thing you want to note first is your computer itself. You would go to control panel, and well, for Vista, it's system and maintenance. I don't know where it is in XP, and then you can check your system right here and see how good it is. See, look, crappy 64-bit operating system. Trust me, that's very terrible. RAM is amazing, 4 gigabytes, and I got 2 dual-core processors, so I got 4 gigahertz. Which you would think would be enough to run like Boshi and that well enough, but whatever. The next thing you're gonna want is video recording programs, and you can just find those on the internet. You can just Google them. The ones you're gonna want to Google are, let's see, Hypercam. This is the one I use. It's Hypercam. And by Googling it, you can find Hypercam. You can find a free version that is unregistered, or you could search further and get a registered one, or go out and buy one yourself. Hypercam is useful for regular recording, like recording regular games and stuff like that, like emulators and stuff like that. But if you want to record Steam games and stuff, you're gonna want Fraps. Fraps is amazing. It's just so amazing. One problem though, it creates massive file sizes. When you're done recording with Fraps, expect about 3.90 gigabytes per video, and that's for around, I want to say, 10-minute videos, and also while recording it splits the videos into little files, 3.90 each, which sucks. Trust me, I would know. So another thing you're gonna want to note is your hard drive size and that. You're gonna want to keep it efficient and not like all cluttered and stuff like that, because that'll slow down the speed of your computer, unless you have an amazing computer, in which case I am very jealous of you. But enough about that. Let me show you how good Hypercam is. And then again, there are other recording devices. These are just the ones I prefer. You could get Camtasia. Never use Screen Recorder Gold, not even if you're put under a gun. Never use Screen Recorder Gold, ever. I've used that before. It crashes so much. It's terrible. This thing right here, my Screen Recorder Pro, it's terrible too. Hypercam 3, it's different. Snagit is another okay one. I used to use Snagit, but then things started lagging and stuff like that. But if you have a good enough computer, use Snagit. Works too. But what I'm gonna show is, oh, well, I'm recording with Hypercam, so what can I do? Ah, I can show this, I guess. So we have the screen area. With select region, you would just drag it over the window that you want, or just select window and it'll go to the window. You're gonna want these off because this slows it down. You're also gonna want capture layered transparency windows, because it may slow down performance, and trust me, that's a huge thing. Even if you do not have, even if you're not capturing layered or transparent windows, it will still slow down the performance of Hypercam. Iconize Hypercam window to the taskbar is ideal. Leaving it open actually causes a bit of lag. And then you're gonna want to set your hotkeys. Start and stop recording. I have it to F2 and F3. Pausing. This is what I love about Hypercam. You could pause at any time. You just say, oh, you know what? I just want to stop, and then the video will stop. It'll stop recording. So let's say somebody's asking you to do something. F3, and then Hypercam will pause, and then you just go do whatever. That's why I usually never need to do any editing whatsoever in my videos. Is this little trick right here. um, the rate in frames per second, you want at least 20 if you're doing games. 30 is optimal. Anything higher than that is overkill. Video compressor, it does matter. Right now I'm using Xvid MPEG-4, which really compresses it to a nice, neat file size. But that's only because I'm not doing it on a game. With this, it usually lags whatever I'm doing, so yeah, it's terrible. Record cursor, you never want to be showing the mouse cursor while you're playing a game. One of the most annoying things, and one of the most retsuprade things ever is, oh look, it's a mouse! Look at the mouse cursor! Oh look, it's pointing at that dark thing! Let's stare at the dark thing! Whatever. License, see, it never expires, cause yada yada yada. And yeah, that's Hypercam. Now, if you're doing Steam games or anything in Direct, anything to do with DirectX or whatever, you're going to want to use, where is it? Fraps. See? Fraps. Fraps is loading. Okay, see? This is Fraps, and it is awesome. Now Fraps is really weird. The first time I used Fraps, I didn't really understand what the hell I was doing. Now, the thing is about Fraps, if you are using a DirectX game or whatever, the overlay corner, you'll see an FPS mark. That's the frames per second. That's the rate it is capturing at. And the number will probably fluctuate between, well, it depends on what you have it set to. Ideally 30, once again. Probably would fluctuate between 30 and 29 like crazy or whatever. Or just stay at a permanent 30. And yeah, there's problems with Fraps though. And you see benchmark settings, frames per second, frame times. I don't understand these. I don't use these. Stop benchmark after 60 seconds means every time after 60 seconds, it will create a recorded video. But like I said, it will record them in 3.90 gigabyte files, which will probably span about 10 minutes each. Okay. And this is the folder it will save the movies in, c:\fraps/movies. Yeah. My video capture hotkey is 9. So I just press 9, and then the FPS thingy, it will go red. It will change color to red, which indicates that it's being recorded. However, you don't want that to be shown, so you're going to want to turn that off and click Hide Overlay, and then the red thing will disappear. Because otherwise, I'm not sure, I think it's captured in the video. Sound capture settings. You have record Vista sound, stereo, multi-channel. This brings up an interesting point about stereo mix. There are 2 ways to capture audio. Actually, there's 3 ways. There's a really good way, a really bad way, and then a complicated way. I do it the really good way, which is not complicated at all, and that's I just have everything going through stereo mix. See, it says record Vista sound, stereo. Record external input, which is stereo mix, so everything syncs up with my voice, and it sounds beautiful. But whatever. Now, in Vista, how you access the stereo mix, you might want to look up another tutorial on how to do this. You'd click Audio Devices. You want to right-click this little stereo thingy, and then you want to click Audio Devices. You have playback, you have this thingy, and this thingy, speakers, yeah. This is hidden. This is hidden at first. Stereo mix. Stereo mix is hidden. So what you want to do is right-click and show disabled devices. Then you would enable this. You would, where is it? You would right-click, and you would click enable. See, currently it's enabled. I could click disabled, but I don't want to, otherwise you won't be able to hear me. levels. See, stereo mix fluctuates depending on the volume of things. But when you activate stereo mix, you will notice something. This microphone here, it will be disabled. There will be a red X through this, or whatever you have on on whatever you're using. It'll have a red X through it, and you'll want to click enable. You'll want to click the thing so that you can hear it, and you're gonna want to put the microphone all the way up to 100. Okay. Now you got this set up. Also, one other thing, there's also something called here. Now you hear this, or you hear this. That is also stereo mix, and you can enable it and do it the same way. I also have my microphone. I have the bass boost at 30. I have microphone level at 100, and it's all good. What else? Processing. Well, yeah, see, exiting fraps will stop the counter being shown in your games. Are you sure you want to unload flaps? I want to unload my flaps. Yeah. Now, and this is free. It is Virtual Dub. Right here. Virtual Dub. Yes, I want to run Virtual Dub. I hate Vista because it has nothing but warnings and whatever. Virtual Dub is how I process all my videos. Many people use Windows Movie Maker. I don't know the setup for that, so I'm not going to go into detail about it. Here you have File, Edit, View, Go, Video, Audio, Options, Tools, Help, blah 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 blah. First you want to load your file. So, open video file. I guess we'll do this. I want to be the Bashi test, which was a failed experiment with recording. Actually, I don't even think there's a file there. Yeah, there's no file there. Okay, and that's the awesome thing about Virtual Dub. If you have a corrupt file and you open it in Virtual Dub, it'll fix it. Let's say, like, your file abruptly your recording abruptly ends and it's like file is corrupt or something like that. Take it to Virtual Dub and it'll do that. It'll like say reconstructing blocks or whatever, and it'll fix it. That is the amazing power of Virtual Dub that I love so much. With filters, if you want to, you can mess around with these things. I used to use, what was it? Resize. I used to use resize until I discovered a little trick with YouTube. You can click tags and type in YT:/stretch equals 16:9, and it'll maximize the video to the window. It'll stretch it. You might lose a little bit of quality, you know, but look at my videos. They're pretty decent. So, whatever. But anyways, if you wanted to just stretch it here, you just go to new size, absolute, disabled, and then put in something like 1280 by 720. See? Now you got this giant thing over here, which is the video. But now what I normally use fraps for, and also you can edit it. You can edit things out. Like, let's say you don't want this part. File, where is it? File, edit. Set selection start. Set file, edit. Set selection end. And then just click delete. And look, it's all gone. So let's say like you had a part where this was here, and you don't want that. Let's see. Where does this end? Damn, that's terrible. Oh, see? Look, right there. Okay, so we'll put our start points right here. Set selection start. And then we'll set it right here. Set selection end, delete. And look, it's gone. Like magic. Woohoo. But yeah, what I mainly use this for is frame rate. Now, you're going to want to pay attention to this. If it says no change current and whatever your frame rate was, like 30 frames per second or whatever. If it says that, yeah, that's normal. Whatever it says that. But look at this. Change so video and audio durations match 20.196 frames per second. This is important. If this is not like this, you're going to want to click this. You're going to want it so change so video and audio durations match 20.196 frames per second. But if it's like mine and it says 20 frames per second and this also says 20 frames per second, then you're going to want to click the change so video and audio durations match. This doesn't always work, so you're going to want to keep checking and testing things. But for me, so far, it's worked perfectly. And this fixes audio desync. And that is very important. Audio desync is one of the most hated things ever in LPing videos or videos in general. Now, video compression. Now is where I would use xvidmpeg4 codec, and just mess around with this until you get a decent quality and a nice compressed file size that you can deal with, or you can leave it uncompressed. But leaving videos uncompressed means that it'll take your viewers longer to buffer the videos, and they're not gonna like that because they might not even be able to watch your video that's like 1 gigabyte. Also, uploading it is a pain. So, why would you do that? And that's seriously pretty much about it. About my setup and that. It's not that magical. Just play around with screen recorders and that, and recording and that. And find a setup that works for you. Make sure the video looks decent. And shoot for, and ask yourself this: is this something I would upload to YouTube? Is this something I would want other people to watch? If so, then click that upload button. This has been Tutorials with zeromegamanx. I hope you enjoyed it. One small addition to what I just said, you're also going to want to go to, I'm pretty sure you can see it, but in your near your computer's clock, you know, where it says the time and it has like whether or not you're connected to the internet, you're gonna want to go to volume control or wherever it is on your computer, search around for tutorials on it, and you're gonna want to open the volume mixer. And if the game volume is too loud and you can't hear your voice, you're gonna want to turn that down. I usually have my game volumes ranging from around 20 to 10 on the volume scale. And you're going to want to test the audio constantly to make sure that you are recording your voice and don't have your mic muted like I usually do. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this tutorial, and I hope it was of use to you. Bye. Two other small things to note. One, in Hypercam, or any program you're using, you're going to want to make sure that it's recording the sound. That's just one small thing. And then the other thing is, well, my thing's a cursor or whatever, but if you don't want your recorder or whatever recording your sound, you can have another program do it. I recommend Audacity. It's a free program, and all you have to do is click record, and it'll record your audio. And then all you have to do is sync the audio up with the game itself, with the video file. And that is truly the end. I'm sorry for these little add-ons. I just wanted to make sure I was completely thorough with this. One other small thing to note. I'm sorry about these, but I want to make sure you absolutely know pretty much everything on how to do this. You're going to want to go to virtual dub. Okay. Now, oh yeah, the other reason I use Hypercam is because of what I'm about to show you next. This is the tutorial that I just recorded pretty much. And look, let's say there are two separate videos and you want to join them together, how would you do that? Drag the cursor all the way to the end, and then you click File, and you click Append AVI Segment, and then you click something. It has to be the same frame rate, the same audio rate, and the same whatchamacallits, window size, like how you recorded, like if it was like 800 by 600 or whatever, you would need two 800 by 600s in order to join them together. So we're gonna open this one and join. I can't join this because right now it's being recorded, which is funny, but it worked anyways. See, look, now it's joined together. Two other small things to note. One, in Hypercam, or any program you're using, you're going to want to make sure that it's recording the sound. That's just one small thing. And then the other thing is, well, my thing's a cursor or whatever, but if you don't want your recorder or whatever recording your sound, you can have another program do it. I recommend Audacity. It's a free program, and all you have to do is click record, and it'll record your audio. And then all you have to do is sync the audio up with the game itself, with the video file. And that is truly the end. I'm sorry for these little add-ons. I just wanted to make sure I was completely thorough with this. One other small thing to note. I'm sorry about these, but I want to make sure you absolutely know pretty much everything on how to do this. You're going to want to go to virtual dub, virtual dub, virtual dub. Okay. Now, oh yeah, the other reason I use Hypercam is because of what I'm about to show you next. This is the tutorial that I just recorded pretty much. And look, let's say there are two separate videos and you want to join them together, how would you do that? Drag the cursor all the way to the end, and then you click File, and you click Append AVI Segment, and then you click something. It has to be the same frame rate, the same audio rate, and the same whatchamacallits, window size, like how you recorded, like if it was like 800 by 600 or whatever, you would need two 800 by 600s in order to join them together. So we're gonna open this one and join. I can't join this because right now it's being recorded, which is funny, but it worked anyways. See, look, now it's joined together. One other small thing to note. I'm sorry about these, but I want to make sure you absolutely know pretty much everything on how to do this. You're going to want to go to virtual dub, virtual dub, virtual dub. Okay. Now, oh yeah, the other reason I use Hypercam is because of what I'm about to show you next. This is the tutorial that I just recorded pretty much. And look, let's say there are two separate videos and you want to join them together, how would you do that? Drag the cursor all the way to the end, and then you click File, and you click Append AVI Segment, and then you click something. It has to be the same frame rate, the same audio rate, and the same whatchamacallits, window size, like how you recorded, like if it was like 800 by 600 or whatever, you would need two 800 by 600s in order to join them together. So we're gonna open this one and join. I can't join this because right now it's being recorded, which is funny, but it worked anyways. See, look, now it's joined together.